The Republic of the Philippines is an archipelagic country in Southeast Asia. The western Pacific Ocean consists of 7,641 islands, with a total area of 300,000 square kilometers, which are broadly categorized into three main geographical divisions from north to south: Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. The Philippines has a vast maritime domain to protect. To do so, Manila once maintained a navy that included 2 frigates, 10 corvettes, and a dozen offshore patrol vessels, OPV, as late as the 1980s. The Philippine Navy was set to spend over $40 billion on procurements in 2 4-year and 1 5-year-long phases, known as Horizons, between 2013 and 2028. Under the ongoing modernization program, the Navy is expected to receive 2 brand new guided missile corvettes and 6 offshore patrol vessels from South Korean defense contractor HD Hyundai Heavy Industries, and 2 landing dock platforms from Indonesian shipbuilder PT PAL within the next 2 to 3 years. 3 batteries of the Indian-made BrahMos anti-ship missiles are also expected to be commissioned anytime soon. The PN is also expected to acquire additional brand new anti-submarine helicopters to beef up the capabilities of the soon-to-be-delivered guided missile corvettes. The Philippine Navy is now conducting market research and doctrine studies on how to fully utilize the submarines it is planning to acquire as part of the efforts to modernize its fleet. The Scorpene, which is being constructed by French defense manufacturer Naval Group, and DSME 1400 of South Korea are on the list of preferred submarines by the Philippine Navy. The PN said the acquisition and development of a submarine arm for the country remain one of the priorities. South Korean shipbuilder HD Hyundai Heavy Industries launched the Philippine Navy's newest guided missile corvette in a ceremony in Ulsan on Tuesday, June 18. The future BRP Miguel Malvar is the lead ship of a new class of 2 corvettes ordered by the Philippine Navy from HHI in late 2021. Upon completion, the vessel will have a length of 118.4 meters, a beam of 14.9 meters, a displacement of 3,200 tons, a cruising speed of 15 knots, and a range of 4,500 nautical miles. Features will include an active electronically scanned array radar, a 76mm naval gun, a 35mm close-in weapon system, 12.7mm machine guns, anti-ship cruise missiles, and a vertical launch system housing surface-to-air missiles. Aviation facilities will include a flight deck and hangar for a 12-ton helicopter. The future Miguel Malvar honors a Filipino general who fought in the Philippine Revolution and the Philippine-American War. The corvette is scheduled for delivery to the Philippines in 2025. Hyundai Heavy Industries signed a contract with the Philippine Department of National Defense on June 27 to construct 6 units of new-build 2,400-ton offshore patrol vessels worth $573 million. The Philippine Navy OPV has a displacement of 2,400 tons, a length of 94.4 meters, a width of 14.3 meters, a maximum speed of 22 knots, a cruising speed of 15 knots, a range of 5,500 nautical miles, and will be built at HHI's Ulsan shipyard until 2028. The vessel is to be equipped with a 76mm main gun, 2 30mm secondary guns, a helideck capable of operating a helicopter and unmanned aerial vehicles. In January 2022, then Philippines Defense Secretary, who signed the contract for the world's fastest supersonic cruise missiles, the BrahMos missiles will provide deterrence against any attempt to undermine our sovereignty and sovereign rights, especially in the West Philippine Sea. India delivered the first batch of BrahMos supersonic cruise missiles to the Philippines. In January 2022, Philippines concluded a $375 million deal with India for 3 batteries of shore-based, anti-ship variant of the BrahMos, becoming the first export customer for the joint venture missile between India and Russia. The BrahMos is a medium-range ramjet supersonic cruise missile that can be launched from submarines, ships, fighter aircraft, with a range of 390 km and a speed up to Mach 3.5. It carries a conventional warhead weighing 200 to 300 kilograms. The Philippines has confirmed that it will acquire submarines for its fleet as part of efforts to strengthen its territorial defense amid China's aggression in the West Philippine Sea. The money for the acquisition program will come from a revised 10-year modernization plan worth 2 trillion pesos, $35.62 billion, that was recently approved by President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. France is among the countries expressing interest in supplying submarines to the Philippines, which includes 2 Scorpiones and a renovation of Naval Operating Base Subic for the submarines. The Scorpene-class submarines are a class of diesel-electric attack submarines jointly developed by the French Naval Group and sets new standards both on the open seas and in shallow waters. Its missions include combat against surface ships and submarines, intelligence gathering, special operations, stealthy and easy to maneuver. The submarine has a length of 61.7 meters, Beam 6.2 meters, with a speed of 20 knot, range 6,500 nautical miles and endurance of 40 to 50 days. Indonesian shipbuilder PT PAL signed a contract with the Philippine Department of Defense on June 24, 2022, to build 2 additional landing platform dock for the Philippine Navy. The signing ceremony took place in Manila at the Philippine Department of National Defense with representatives of the state-owned shipbuilder. PT PAL Indonesia is exporting its landing platform dock, LPD, to the Philippines for the second time. The Philippine Navy is already operating 2 Tarlac-class ships. Tarlac, LD-601, was commissioned in June 2016 and Davao del Sur, LD-602, was commissioned in May 2017. Based on PT PAL's recent publication, the 2 LPDs will have a length of 124 meters, a width of 21.8 meters, and a standard displacement of 7,200 tons. The maximum speed is 16 knots, while the maximum operating range is 9,360 nautical miles. Moreover, the LPDs are designed with an operational endurance of 30 days and a capacity to carry a maximum of 680 people. The LPDs could carry 3 helicopters, 2 landing craft utility, 2 rigid hull inflatable boats, and 2 additional small boats. Both vessels will be able to carry out a wide range of military and non-military operations, including amphibious landing, naval gunfire support, mass evacuation, humanitarian assistance, and disaster response. By 2028, it is expected to have 8 to 9 more ships, a 100% increase in assets, added to its command. All of which are coming from South Korea. In total, HHI is to deliver 2 Corvettes by 2026 and 6 OPVs by 2028. As confirmed by Philippine officials, an additional Pohang-class Corvette is also slated to be transferred to the Philippines. The Philippine Navy has an estimated strength of 24,500 active service personnel, including the 10,300-strong Philippine Marine Corps. It operates 90 combat vessels, 16 auxiliary vessels, 25 manned aircraft, and 8 unmanned aerial vehicles. The PN also has formally commissioned 2 more fast attack interdiction craft equipped with the Spikelos, non-line of sight, missile systems from Israel as part of a 9-vessel acquisition deal with the country. The Philippine fleet now has 6 Acero-class gunboats, with the 3 remaining FAICs expected to be constructed and delivered within the next 2 years. The 2 class frigates Jose Rizal and Antonio Luna were ordered in 2016 and are currently in service. The BRP Conrado Yap, PS-30, previously PS-39, is a Pohang-class corvette currently commissioned with the Philippine Navy. She is the service's first modern corvette and one of its most heavily armed units. The U.S. Navy has transferred 2 newly decommissioned Cyclone-class patrol craft to the Philippines, formerly USS Monsoon, PC-4, and USS Chinook, PC-9. The 55-meter vessels will be able to complement the PN's patrol gunboats in ensuring safety and security within the littoral waters of the porous borders and vast maritime environment of the Philippines, being equipped with the firepower and lethality for littoral operations. The Philippine Navy is bent on pursuing its modernization programs and wants to build its military to a point where it has a minimum credible defense posture. Key components of this posture are described as maritime domain awareness and maritime security. That's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more military technology updates.